Hello, this is my chess channel on YouTube. My name is Jake Flack, and I'm going to be recording my chess journey, ranking up, because this is actually a cast requirement, and I chose to record my chess games and kind of show my learning experience as I play. So, yeah, so we're in a game. Just going to try and break it down. So, the Petrov defense. And this is all on chess.com, guys, so this is a free website anyone can play. So, yeah. Basically just developing pieces. This is kind of an unorthodox opening, but I think we'll be alright. So I put that there because he's threatening that, and if I don't move my pawn up, then he's going to take. So, pretty standard stuff. I think I might want to do a pin here, and threaten that. Let's go ahead and do that. And he responds with his pawn, so kicking away my bishop. Can move it back, and then he's gonna go here. I think I could go here. If I go here, then I can pressure that pawn. Yeah, I think that's the right move. So yeah, a little backstory. I've been playing chess since I was 3 years old with my dad. I wouldn't say I'm like an advanced player, but I think I'm experienced enough to know some of the openings and maybe show you guys or teach you guys something if you're new to the game. So, yeah. So I could move this pawn here, kick his knight away, which looks enticing. Yeah. And so, yeah, more on my cast requirements. This is counting as my creativity part. Feel like I'm kind of giving to the community in some sense, or interacting with the community by posting these videos to YouTube. So yeah, this is just going to be sort of my journey of trying to rank up. Just made a new account on chess.com. And as you can see, my name rose to 2,000 chess, and then because I'm going to try and hit 2,000 rating in this series. So yeah, everything's pretty standard. He retreats. Okay. So I'm thinking I want to bring my bishop out because then I can castle, and I think one of the standard rules in chess is to castle before move 10 on most situations. So yeah, but he could push this up, but I could take that and open up my rook. So I don't think he's gonna do that. Yeah. Bishop e2, starting development, and he does that. So maybe let's think about this for a minute. If I take, of course he'll take back, and then he'll actually have sort of an outpost there that kind of threatens a lot of my squares. So don't know if I want to do that, but I don't think there's any other choice, because if I don't take, then he's gonna take my knight. So yeah, let's take. So he takes back. Oh, I see what he's kind of doing. He wants to destabilize this castle side here, so I should start thinking about castling on the other side. Hmm. Could move my knight here and try to get some form of outpost, because he has no way to challenge this with his pawns, with these two lanes missing a pawn. Yeah, I actually like that move a lot. So, go here, just making sure there's nothing wrong with that move. And he throws in a check, also threatening this, so, man, he is sort of attacking this. And we also need to be aware of the time. We're on 10 minutes, so we have a little bit of time to think, but gotta be quick with these moves. I don't think this would work because then he would take here and be threatening this. Developing the knight allows the queen to defend the rook, so I think that's the right way to go. And also I'm still threatening this. So I don't think he can actually take here. So yeah, this is actually a really interesting position. Okay. So he goes there, but I think I can just take the knight here. Nothing can really happen. I don't know, I'm not seeing, maybe there's a sacrifice of some sort. I don't really think this works, so let's just take. And we're up 3 pawns, so that's pretty good, but let's see what counterplay he has here. Because while this is hanging, I just took his bishop, so it's really bad for him. If he doesn't have something that could lead to a checkmate. Okay, so he develops his rook. The plan of pressuring this. This is defending this, though. The queen is defending the rook, so taking here does not seem like a bad idea, but yeah, I think we take here. Because this will also defend this in case of any sort of pawn captures with the queen. So he takes with the rook. It's very interesting. I think I can just take back, honestly. I don't think there's much he can really do. Yeah, I'm gonna take. I don't really see anything. Oh, maybe something like, oh no, because then I can also just take that. Okay. Now I'm going to start looking for checkmating patterns because I think we're pretty close to a checkmate here, actually. Again, we got to be watching the clock here. If I go here, okay. Oh yes, if I go here, basically if I go here and he takes, it's an automatic checkmate if I go here because the knight is covering this square. Oh, but then he could block. Maybe that's not the correct way to move. I think I'm just going to play it safe and threaten the queen with my rook. Oh, but then, oh, never mind. My rook's defending that, thought he could move there, but that was just an oversight. So we're up 5 pawns in material, which is really good. If he's not able to find some sort of checkmating pattern soon, I think we're going to be doing pretty good. But let's see what he has. So he takes that, sort of expected. He wants to capture here because this is an undefended square, so you need to find some way of defending that square. If I go back, I can still defend the square while also threatening checkmate, so I like that idea. Time's running low, so I like how my pieces are connected together. This is defending this is defending that, this is defending that, and vice versa. I'd like to get my king out of danger, but I think we should focus on checkmate here. So yeah, in this channel I hope to demonstrate my learning through chess and maybe review some master games for fun, just you know, maybe spice things up from just playing on chess.com. But yeah, so I'm going to be making these videos consistently for the foreseeable future. So yeah, I think I can just take here. think that was a blunder, because all my pieces are defending each other pretty effectively. Yeah, so that was basically his attack. And now I'm up 6 pieces, so yeah, I can kind of streamline moves out here, try and constrict his king. Just target this pawn. I need to start making moves faster, though. And he has 7 minutes, so yep. Let's take the pawn there. Free pawn. Alright, so getting that out in the game, I'm going to develop my knight and also threaten a fork with check. And if you guys don't know what a fork is, it just means that the knight basically checks the king and is able to take the next piece on the next move. So that's something you want to avoid. I think I might be able to threaten checkmate here, actually. No, never mind. Let's just take. I need to stop thinking too much about this because my time is actually running down. So yeah, I can defend this, and I'm actually threatening checkmate on the next move with bishop g5. Okay, he gets out of that. He has a fork here, so I need to be careful. Yeah, honestly, I think moving here could be the move. And now I really need to start moving quickly because there's no increment on my moves, so meaning I'm not getting extra time every time I move. Oh wow, and I undefended that. Okay, we can trade though. It's not as bad as I thought. Let's just take. Sure, we'll get a king take in here. We don't, so I'm going to. Okay. Man, I gotta move quickly. Just gonna take with check. He'll take this, but that's fine. So we can go here, threatening that pawn. And we have a winning endgame, so really we just need to push the pawns and try and get rid of some of the other pawns here. Yeah, I'm going to take that with check. It's just a free check with pawn, then I'm going to basically force a trade because, well, he could check out of that. Sorry for, I mean, I'm going to go here, and then thought I could threaten this, but then he could actually check me back, so that's what I meant by that. We only have 1 minute left, so we actually have to move extremely quickly. Let's just give a check, see if he wants to trade. He's probably going to take that pawn now. He doesn't. Okay. Go here, here, here. Try and route my knight to attack this, so. Yep. Gonna give a check, get the rook into the game. And we're gonna get a fork here. So yeah, I'm constantly looking for tactics when I'm playing, trying to find forks or skewers, and he actually gives me another check here, which is nice. Trying to corner his king, maybe get into the corner with a rook checkmate. And that's a good tactic for me, so basically winning the rook with that, and I should be able to win the game with 39 seconds left. Yeah, so we're just going to try and corner the king now that we have sufficient material. And we have a checkmate. So that was a very good game by Westmax. Now we're going to analyze the game with the free computer analysis.
You built a lead in the opening, then converted it with tactical flourish.
Okay, so it's showing our predicted rank, 1800. 83.3% compared to the computer, like what the computer would have played, so that's pretty good. 76% is also really good.
Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. Knight f3. Petrov's defense immediately attacks white's unprotected e4 pawn, while ignoring black's unprotected e5 pawn.
Man, I wonder how I turned that off.
Good job defending that pawn. Good job defending that pawn. This overlooks a better way to defend a pawn that was under attack.
Alright, well, I guess we'll just have to deal with it.
Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games.
Okay, so I started with e4, which is kind of the standard move. Gets ready to develop the bishop and the queen, so you could play this too. It works, but I don't know. I like e4 because I've just always played that, but it's more of a preference thing. Because there's a lot of, like, I guess sound openings, but I wouldn't play something like h4 or something stupid that's not really going to give you an advantage. But yeah, let's go through the moves.
e5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop.
Yeah, so like I said, opens up the queen and the bishop, so pretty strong opening response.
Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle.
So yeah, I'm developing my knight and trying to control the center, which is going to help me later in the game. He responds
Petrov's defense immediately attacks white's unprotected e4 pawn, while ignoring black's unprotected e5 pawn.
Okay, so he responds with that. I don't really see that much because I just think it's kind of uneven. Like, he's basically giving me this pawn, which I didn't take, because I'm sure he knows the line, or maybe has practiced it before, and that's why he's playing it now, to try and maybe confuse me with something that I haven't played really that much. So yeah, I just defend it with
Good job defending that pawn.
Which is a book move, so it's acceptable by the computer. Which does give him an advantage, which is kind of odd, because I mean, I think I'm defending, but I think it's because I'm blocking out my bishop. Because usually you want to put it on a square like this, c4, to threaten this. But I just didn't want to take, and then he know the entire line, and that's going to, end poorly for me, so.
This overlooks a better way to defend a pawn that was under attack.
Yeah, so it seems like maybe he didn't know this line. He didn't know me pushing up, so sometimes it's okay to make a move that is not, the best by computer standards if you think your opponent knows the entire line, so.
You missed a better way to develop a bishop off its starting square. You permitted the opponent to kick a bishop.
Okay, so it's telling me it's an inaccuracy. I could have developed this. Yeah, I remember he pushed his pawns up, and it kind of was unproductive to do that.
This kicks a bishop.
Yeah, and that's the best response from black. So yeah, I definitely should have moved here. Now that I'm seeing the evaluation, I understand why that wasn't really a good move. So
this moves your bishop to a safer square.
Oh wow, and I remember contemplating whether I should move it back here, and apparently that was the correct decision by the computer. Because I think it's giving him a lot of counterplay, starting to develop his pawns and open up things like this. Or maybe even attack my king's side, which is usually very bad for white. So
the bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble.
Pretty standard stuff. Not really going to talk about this because that's the only move I can make of
to get out of trouble.
Losing or maybe sacking, which
The bishop
I
is...
don't think the
This is a
computer
good
would have
time
liked.
for you to get out of trouble. Moving the same piece twice in the opening isn't good for development.
Okay, so he moves his knight up a second time, which the computer is talking about, saying that's not a good thing to do because you want to get more pieces out. Yeah, it's saying to develop other pieces instead of moving the same thing twice. And I didn't really see what this threatened in the first place. So yeah, I definitely think that was a mistake, and I think the only way is to kick it out.
You will win material by using the pawn to chase away a defender.
Or it's saying I'll win material. I don't see how, but... Oh, because this is defending this. If once he moves back, then he only has one defender of this pawn, and I have two attackers, so I can win that.
This moves the knight to safety. You missed an opportunity to capture a free
Oh,
pawn.
I missed. Wow, I missed a pawn capture. That sucks. I probably could have won this game a lot faster. But that's okay.
This overlooks an opportunity to add a defender to a vulnerable pawn. Your opponent's attacking piece is gone.
Yeah, so I guess capturing that was the right move. Even though I knew it would open up this kind of king side, but at least my rook is able to develop that way.
Recaptures.
Okay, so he takes back.
You win time by threatening a knight.
So moving there to now threaten his knight with this.
This leads to losing a rook.
Okay. So apparently that was not the correct move. He should have retreated his knight because it's under threat, but he thought that there was some sort of checkmating pattern with maybe checking me and maybe using his queen to get here somehow with this defending it. But the computer doesn't think there's anything here.
This is the way to win material.
Okay, so he got a great move, the first great move on the channel. That's pretty good. I don't usually get those a lot, but yeah, that was like the clear winning move that, like, there's only one move in this position. That was the best one to find. Because it's just developing another piece and starting to control the center, and I don't really worry about this because it's only one pawn. I didn't really think about castling this way anymore after that check.
This misses an opportunity to move a knight to safety.
Okay, so he makes a small inaccuracy, and then...
You captured that free knight. This misses
really,
an opportunity to move a knight to safety.
yeah, he could have saved his knight there, which is definitely a blunder.
You captured that free knight. Good job bringing your rook out early to build a solid position.
So he's developing his rook, trying to get some counterplay on this side and stop these two bishops from controlling a lot of the center.
Very good choice.
So I capture.
This loses material, but the position was losing no matter what.
He captures. I remember this. And then
you captured a free rook.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. That was
this
maybe he thought this was too
choice.
powerful. So he thought getting rid of this is the only way to give him some sort of chance to stay alive and try and checkmate me.
This loses material, but the position was losing no matter what.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. So the computer says he was already going to lose anyway, so this is actually a good move.
You captured a free rook. This adds pressure by pinning a knight.
Yeah, so he's adding pressure, and if I was to say make a random move...
this misses an opportunity to win material through a tactic.
Yeah, he could go here, and then I move, and then he could take my other rook, and that would be pretty disastrous there in that situation.
This adds pressure by pinning a knight.
Man, this voice. I want to get rid of it. Whatever.
Nice, you found a way to win a queen.
Win a queen?
A solid choice. This adds protection to your threatened pawn.
Guess there's a way to win the queen there. I didn't see that, but...
Very precise.
So he's starting to attack, and...
This move wins a bishop.
I trade because one of the major rules in chess is to always trade when you're up, because it just kind of simplifies the game down to the end game, and it's a lot easier to win when you have a slight material advantage in the end game over the beginning. And I want to get the queens off the board because it gives him a lot of chances to counter me, basically, because the queen is usually the most powerful piece in the attack, if not always.
Takes back.
So he exchanges,
This blocks the attack on a pawn that could have been captured.
and he's kicking my bishop out with tempo,
This
meaning
blocks the
that...
attack on a pawn that could have been captured.
Sorry, that voice. Basically, he's creating a tempo by threatening my bishop, and then I have to move back, and he can start developing his bishop by opening it up with the pawn. So we got that.
A good choice to move your threatened bishop.
Moving my bishop back, try to threaten the pawn up there on h6.
A very strong play.
So I think he's just, I guess, developing or wanting to do something like this so he can put his bishop there. Something common I see a lot of the time.
You captured that free pawn.
No capture.
Black develops the knight and attacks the center.
He's trying to get his knight out.
Nice. Definitely the right move.
I get a outpost going there.
Black develops further.
Starts trying to develop his rook.
Yes, this is the way.
And it's pretty much streamlined here. I don't have to go through the rest of it because basically I'm just trying to simplify. And then he makes this blunder because he allows for a fork. And promote to a queen.
Congrats on your win.
Alright. Pretty good first game for the channel. But yeah, let's go into another one. Play. 10 minutes is my favorite time control. I've just always played on it because I want more time to think. I don't really do that well when it's like 1 minute timer. I see people playing bullet chess and making all these crazy moves and knowing all this theory, but I like to think about it. I think that's what chess is more about. At least at this lower sort of level anyway. So yeah, he develops the bishop early because I think he wants to go like this and start bringing his pieces out, which, I mean, of course he wants to do that, but usually he was going to go here, but I don't think it really matters about the order that much. So get my bishop out, try and build some sort of structure here. See what he responds with. Develops a knight. I'm going to defend it with the pawn. And wow, he sacks the bishop. I wonder why, though. I think that might be a blunder, honestly. I don't see how he can get any sort of... Maybe a check here, but... Yeah, I think I developed the rook and then... Okay. Oh, but then if I go here, he can go here. So I have to be aware of that. I could, but no. That would open up to a fork. I think it's smart to do that. Oops. That was what I was going to do anyway, though. Alright, so he castles. Man, he's really pressuring that. Don't know if I want to go there, though, because that traps my bishop, and then, yeah. So maybe I need to make a break. Maybe with this. And he could always threaten checkmate. Yeah, I think that's the right move. So he pushes up. He's allowing me to take this, though. That's hanging, but I also need to be aware of what's going on here. No, he takes. I think I'm going to go back. He pushes up, but I think that this pawn is getting A little bit vulnerable. And I'm going to be able to take it somehow with some sort of development. So he goes there. Now I'm going to go here and block any idea of checkmate here. And I'm also threatening it now. With one attacker, I'm going to bring a second one in. So he goes there. Can't take, because that's guarding that. But I like this idea of taking the pawn. Because I'm going to take here. He's going to bring his queen out. And I can block with the rook, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Ooh, he has a check. This could end badly. My king is not very safe here. I should have thought about that. Be really precise here about where we move, because if I go here, some sort of skewer idea is to get my queen. So, man. Guess I have to go back. I think that's the best move. Can't check, because got this. And this knight is becoming pretty vulnerable. And we're up material, so... Okay. I'm gonna go there. If he trades, then... Don't know if I want to take back with pawn. Because if I take with pawn, this will become weak. Pawns want to be together. I can immediately threaten this with my bishop. I think I'm going to do that. Bringing his queen into the game. Which I think is a smart idea for me as well, because this is getting kind of dangerous. And he also has a check. If I go here, he always has that. So, but I think I can escape that. Yeah, I like this move. And also he was threatening this, so... So I think we've survived the main part of the attack, which is good for us, but... Oh, he has a move like this. I could go... Alright, so he threatens my rook. Always got to be aware of the time. We're at about 5 minutes now, so... Just gonna get my rook out of the way, try and put pressure on his pawns. He has a check, but I think I can escape that. Oh, I didn't see. Man, I didn't see that he could just take that because it's defended. Man. He did sack at the beginning, so he's only up one piece after this, which isn't terrible. So takes with check. If I go here, he has this. And that's just not really... It's not really a good move. Yeah, maybe just taking that pawn is the best response and just ignoring that. So he attacks my queen. Man. He does have a lot of attacking ideas here, so I need to get my queen out of the way. Okay, get the queen out of the way. Does have this move. Bring his knight back into the game. It's been kind of sitting over here. Oh, his rook. Okay. Now his rook's in the game. Can't go here, because then he has a fork here and he'll end up winning my queen, which don't want to let that happen. That'll be automatic checkmate. If I go here, he has a move like this. Then I go here. And he has some sort of mating pattern. And I'm only at a minute left. Man, how's this guy moving so fast? If I block, he'll... Man, let's see what he's got. Can he checkmate me? Let's see. Oh, wow. I think we checkmated him. Wow. 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 Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I thought we were done. Wow. Yeah, so if you guys don't see... let's go back a few moves. I saw this check, which he should have done this, and then he would still be up. but he took here, so with the check, he's going to have to go here, because there's nothing else he can do, or else he can go here, here, and the only move he has to prevent checkmate, my bad, let me go back, is this, and I can just take with checkmate. So, pretty good game from that. Let's see if we can analyze. I don't know. I haven't used this site in a while. I think we're on the free. Yeah. We can still analyze. Oh, yeah. It's just not without the voice. Okay, this is good. So, e4 again. e5. Pretty standard stuff. Brings the bishop out. I develop my bishop. He attacks my pawn. I'm ready for that. And this. This was... I knew that it was not... There's no way that he can have any sort of counterplay with this, because I can just... Yeah, king e1, I can go back. And this isn't doing anything. He can't move to the square, he can't move here, he can't take. Basically boxing himself in almost, so... I'm sure he just wanted to have, you know, a good time and, I guess, sack, but... We found the correct line to stop that. Oh yeah, building pressure up in the center, he pushes, take, take. Move my knight. He checks. Get some sort of skewer idea here where I can move my knight wherever, and he has to move his queen. But he trades immediately. And I knew he was winning here because my king is basically super vulnerable compared to his castle with no threat, basically, other than later the theme of the bishop creating this sort of skewer and limiting the king's movement. So, where was my mistake? This move. So, yeah, I was talking about ignoring this, but I actually should have paid attention to the attack. Rightfully so, because, I mean, he has 3 pieces on my side of the board, and I'm taking one pawn that isn't even really significant to this. So I should have played queen e5. Wow. Very subtle move that I probably would never have found, because it just seems a little bit counterintuitive, giving up protection of this pawn for him to take, but then I realized, oh wait, it's still defending that, so I don't... The computer just wants me to give it up, I guess. Yeah, bishop d5, wow. Oh, attacking the queen, okay. Just very, very niche stuff that the computer would know. I'm sure some grandmaster would know it, but like me, no. I would not find queen e5 here. Maybe pressuring this I would understand, but I don't see how I can create a checkmate with his pieces defending this. So I take here, make a mistake, and he plays the computer move, threaten my queen. Played an okay move, getting out of the way. Yeah, didn't see he activates his rook, bringing it into the game. And this was his major mistake. He should have played h5, wow. Very precise stuff here. I would not have found that as black. I would have thought maybe this, getting this piece out into the game, or doubling up, but oh, you take that. But yeah, I thought that was actually a good move, threatening my queen, but can't believe I found that last second with the checkmate. Nice. So pretty good start to this. I'm already at 1513 rating. Road to 2000. We're gonna be here pretty close. next few games if it goes like this, which I'm sure it won't. It's only going to get harder as we go up. But yeah, I think I might play one more game. For this video anyway, but I have to consistently make videos on this channel. And I chose this. I want to do this. I've always enjoyed playing chess. I think it's fascinating that there's, billions of possible moves after like 6 moves in the game. So I'm gonna play something a little bit. I'm not really thinking about. I'm just like, the opening kind of matters, but I think if you play intuitively, you can gain some sort of advantage. So I'm gonna develop my bishop here because I intend to move here and defend that. Does that because he wants to go here. I'm gonna develop my knight. He's challenging my bishop here, so probably should bring it back and then take if he takes. So he's threatening that with his knight. Yeah, maybe taking is better here because a bishop is slightly better than a knight in chess. It's like 3.25 to 3.5 pawns, I believe, for 3 pawns as a knight. So I don't want him to take my bishop with his knight. So I'd rather exchange that, even though I'm helping him develop his queen. Yeah, maybe kicking the queen off there and advancing is the best move, because this is a pretty strong position. So now the queen has to move back and not cover as many squares. So he moves back. I'm going to challenge his bishop. Or actually, we have a fork here. Yeah, we got a fork, so we're going to be winning one of these pieces, which is nice. Takes, I take. Moves back, threatening my queen. But I can actually take here. Or can I? Because he's going to go here. I don't think there's any trapping ideas, but I'm not sure if I want to. Actually, yeah, because he's going to castle anyway. Yeah, that's a good idea. Then if he goes here, I have an escape. Can't take that, it's defended. So is the rook as well. Yeah, he brings the knight out. I'm gonna retreat my queen. It's an okay square. So we're already up 3, pretty good. Gonna take. And I should probably be castling soon. Yeah, gonna castle. Can't take this outpost because takes. Brings his pawn out, trying to attack. Guess I just develop my knight. If he goes here, I can go here, so it's not that big of a deal. I don't really think I'm going to take. Gonna develop my knight. Threaten this now. Get this in the game. Also should think about this piece and this piece. They aren't really doing much. He's thinking, that's good. Means we're getting to him, we're making him think, we're making some pretty strong moves here. And he is as well, but I would take black in this position objectively. Because usually white is going to have the advantage or the momentum, and he's sort of stalling out. He's trying to attack, but I'm finding resources like this right now, so I can check here and also threaten this. He has to go here. I can check. He goes here. I go here. This looks pretty good. This could be some sort of mating pattern. Yeah, so he's going to block, and then I can activate this piece into the game. And he resigns. Wow. What a good 3 games. Already at 1600 rated. Yeah, let's analyze this game. He develops his knight first. Bring out the queen's pawn. Ready opening. Never heard of it. But it's sort of a transposition into a Vienna game, it looks like. No. Kraus variation. Bringing out the pawns. Challenges. And yeah, I didn't think that really did much, to be honest. But if I were to let him do this, I think it would be good for white. Yeah, it wants to take the bishop with a knight. So I trade. I'm already up 3. Oh yeah, because wait, when did he sack? Oh yeah, I get that fork in, defended by the queen. That's a nice fork. Retreats, take that. I had to be careful here because a lot of times the queen will get trapped in situations like this, especially with the knight-rook combo. This square is not safe. My take. I don't want the pawn to be alone. Castles. I wonder if castles was the best move there. Bishop d6. Computer's telling me to just get these pieces out. We have castles. Finds this. I chose to develop this over the bishop, even though the computer says the bishop is better. But once I develop the knight to the first, it wants me to take the center and the next move. Check. Found a good resource. And yeah, we found a mating pattern. So he should have. Oh, he made a mistake here. Oh yeah, he could have played this and just sacked the exchange. Or it's telling me to take here, but I don't see why I don't take here or here. Oh, because the knight's defending it. Okay, so he's just sacking the exchange, and at the end, up, or at least in a winning position. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna wrap it up here. So, tag along with me if you want to see me, try to reach 2,000. I don't think I'll be able to, but I think I can get pretty close, especially after these 3 games that went really well. So yeah, I'm going to be posting probably every week. So thanks for watching.